recognize the importance of mechanization if we want to transform agriculture in South Sudan. But we also understand the challenges that come with it. And we say as much as we want the farmers to have access to mechanization, we want to take the burden of owning mechanization away from the farmers because it is expensive. So we have a policy in the ministry where we state, or where we encourage all the states to establish agromechanical centers. An agromechanical center will be a center where all tractors will be stationed, they will be serviced, we'll have mechanics, drivers, training, and farmers, especially cooperative groups, will be able to access these tractors at an affordable rate. So the tractors can go, plow the land, and then come back for service. And I think this Northern Bahr el Ghazal State, Your Excellency, if we continue in what we have decided to do and to help the Ministry of Agriculture, it will be the #1 state in South Sudan and the first state to have the agromechanical centers established. And this is very good news for all of us. So limited tractors that the Minister received, His Excellency the President urged the Minister of Agriculture to utilize Northern Bahr el Ghazal has to take note of is the, we call it READ, Rural Enterprise Development Project. And READ is a project that is being funded by IFAD, the International Fund of Agricultural Development. And one of the counties of Northern Bahr el Ghazal State will be beneficiary, and that is a Will Center. And the Honorable Minister of Cooperatives has been to Juba several times to attend the workshops. And the launch of this project will start soon in all the states, including Northern Bahr el Ghazal State. So this is also another good news for the people of Northern Bahr el Ghazal. Another project that is not on the list here today, but we may come back for it, is the ELRP. This project ended. We call it Emergency Locust Response because we had the issue of locusts, and Northern Bahr el Ghazal is on the borders. And it has the longest borders with Sudan. So when the locusts come, the locusts reach us in Northern Bahr el Ghazal. So there's a center, I think, in Awil North that was constructed for emergency locusts. And that center is yet to be handed over, but as soon as our partner, FAO, completes it with all its necessary equipment, that center will also be handed over to the state of Northern Bahr el Ghazal, to the government of Northern Bahr el Ghazal. So again, to ensure sustainability, power boreholes for clean water. We were also under this project we were able to build seeds store and research center and weather center. The funds for this project are being manned by FAO, because FAO is the implementer of this project. Now what we will do, we are handing over to the scheme and the Minister of Agriculture, the National Minister of Agriculture, these assets that have been completed under BREFONS. But BREFONS itself is ending 2027. So the projects are still ongoing. The second project that Agri-Rice scheme is benefiting from is CRAFT. They call it Climate Resilient Agri-Food Transformation. And CRAFT is again being implemented by FAO, closely with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. And I think the rice scheme will have about 11 million US dollars for the rehabilitation of the scheme. And we want to rehabilitate the entire irrigation system. It's a major undertaking. But if we collaborate together and work together, it will change lives not only in rice scheme. The project is still ongoing. We end in 2027. However, the major infrastructure that was a result of this project, The implementers and our partners have completed those projects, those infrastructure in terms of water yards, the road, 26-kilometer road within the scheme. We also we have seen the seeds store, the weather center, and the research center. In addition to other assets like motorbikes for mobility. So these infrastructure are very important for rehabilitation of the scheme and making sure that the farmers are well trained and well equipped. So this is why we are here within the scheme today. It is a major milestone. As the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, we are really appreciative that all the efforts over the years now we are seeing the fruits coming. We also, the government of South Sudan also contributed tractors to the rice scheme, and for the first time these tractors were used, even tested here in the launch of the farming season, and it is a plus. Which means next season we will be better equipped and better prepared. The next project that the partners are handing over, and this one is to the state government at the county level. What we have done is we are creating what we call the agromechanical center within the workshop here of the rice scheme. And within the agromechanical center, we will have the tractor operators and the mechanics, and they will be managed from the workshop here. Meaning after they do the work within the scheme, the tractors now can be hired by the farming community around Awil or even within northern Bahr el Ghazal state at affordable price. But the servicing and the management of the tractors will be completely independent, and it will be controlled.
And there will be accountability.
There will be accountability because there will be policies and protocols that are put in place so that farmers get the tractors, hire them. There's a timetable, all these things, and the tractors will come back. And we do this because we are learning from past experiences. What we want farmers to be able to use the mechanization, but not to own it, because owning it is very expensive for them. Yes.
Yes.
We have the research center will benefit not only the people of northern Bahr el Ghazal state, but South Sudan as a whole. You know, now when we talk about agricultural transformation, there's no way we can do it without proper research and science. And so we are sure researchers will be here, students will come, professors will come to test. So we hope there's a big potential for the research center. And so we hope we are now seeing the variety of rice that was tested. And this is already a good thing. You know, our farmers are so used to only one variety. And at the beginning, they were very resistant to even trying it. Now, when they themselves are part of the tribe, they are part of the research, they are part of the testing.
They will feel they are part of
it. Yeah, and also now they see the benefits of it and the expansion. So now there's a big potential for the research center. Hopefully our people will use it.
The last thing is maybe Malo will come in. The weather station you put there, are we really acquainted, or are we aware, or are we capable of using such